The business, motherfucker.
The Daily Read. Your source for news, politics, sports, and all things trending. Here's your host, Marcus Gentry.
And welcome to the Daily Read, and I am your host, Marcus Gentry. Today we have a special guest today. We're doing Hidden Gems of America, people. Hidden Gems of America. And I like to do this show to showcase the people out here in America who are doing great things in our communities and making moves, positive moves out here, because not all of us out here are burning down buildings and rioting and things of that nature. So today's guest is Cassandra Valentine. Cassandra Valentine, how you doing, Cassandra?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Okay. Now Cassandra is an author. She's a businesswoman. She has a corporation called Black Magic Corporations. And tell us about yourself, Cassandra.
Well, I decided to go into writing at 14 years old, and I haven't stopped writing since. So my passion was photography. I'm a professional photographer as well, but I really wanted to get into the writing to get things out that I like to write about. It's just, so much in life that you can write about, and I just wanted to write about the things that I like. So Black Magic Corporation is a corporation with all of the businesses that I do as far as photography, graphic design, author, publishing. I actually publish books for other people as well. So if you want to be published and you have a book and you want to get it out there and you don't feel like you can find anyone that will help you, I'm that person that will step in and do it for you.
Oh wow! I mean, this is a blessing, because I have, like I was telling you earlier, I have about 8 books I've written, and they just sitting in my desk collecting dust.
Oh no, you got to put them out. You have to put them out because you want to leave a legacy behind, and that would be your legacy that you're leaving behind.
That's right. I talked about legacies and wealth building about 2 or 3 shows back, and how important it is, because we behind economically of other races in this country, and part of it is because we don't build wealth and legacies. And let's hear a little bit about your past. Where are you from?
I am from Florida. My mother is Haitian and Indian. My father is Scandinavian and Indian. So that would be me. I'm just all mixed up, but I'm black.
Okay. How is Florida down there? It's
very hot. It's about 102 to 105 degrees some days.
Is the virus as bad down there as up this way?
It is bad. It is kind of very bad. They don't tell on the news that they're supposed to, but it's like really bad.
The election going on down there. Are you involved in any kind of way? I mean, are you going to vote?
I would like to vote, but I don't think I'm going to vote. I don't know. I'm between. If I vote, I'm going to definitely vote for Biden.
Yeah, and that's great. That's great. My thing is the gerrymandering they're doing in the southern states, where they're trying to take blacks off the ballots and voter registration and things of that nature, and it's getting bad. It's getting bad to the point where they're outright with it. It's not nothing hidden anymore, But
yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Even here, it's bad. I mean, Florida has always been I would say what nobody else would say, a racist state. I was born and raised here.
Yeah.
So I mean, anything you try to do black-wise, they don't like it, because the fear of a black person getting out there, that scares them.
Yes.
So that's what black people don't understand. And I always say, black people, you're so intelligent. You have to think about the fact that you did not start off as slaves. Your ancestors didn't start off as slaves. They started off as royalty.
That's right.
And they're the ones who taught the white people how to read, how to bathe, how to do all of this stuff.
That's right.
So, and my thing is, you don't let them tell you who you are. You know who you are.
That's right.
You have to do for your goal, but don't let them tell you no. Because if they tell you no, it's only a stepping stone to push you back. It's not
Hmm.
going to move you forward.
You have a magazine also that you produce. What's
I have a men's magazine that I produce.
okay? What's the
Um,
name of it?
that is Flavor Girl magazine.
Okay.
That is, yes, it's opening back up now. I had to shut it down to pursue my writing and get all of my writing out. So now Flavor Girl magazine is opening back up. And I guess you could say they call me the female Hugh Hefner. It's that good. The book is that good.
Okay.
But yes, also the the website for that will be coming up very soon. So if anyone is interested in becoming a model, I've had published over 25, but it's 100 females.
Oh wow.
So yes, so Flavor Girl is pretty well known down here on this end. It's really known down here.
Okay. Well,
Um,
this is you a welcome guest here anytime. So
thank
anytime you
you.
come up with new magazines, new books that you've written, you have a home here to get the word out. You know what I'm saying? Because Tennessee is not that far from Florida. Trust me,
No percent, no percent.
it's not that far from Florida. Your childhood growing up, what put you in the mood or the mindscape to write?
Well, being a child of 28 kids, I'm 27 of 28 kids,
Oh wow.
a big family.
Right.
And with that, I grew up between the four boys. And the four boys, they don't like to play with girls.
Mhm.
And when we play cops and robbers, I was always the robber. They were the cops, and they were beating me. So, I didn't like didn't like the game. So I pretty much just took to reading the dictionary for fun.
Okay.
And so I just knew that, hey, you guys don't want to really play with me. So I pretty much just grew to myself. I was always a loner. And, I was just to myself. And I just figured, hey, one day I'm going to get the word out. And, I told my father at the age of 11, I said, I know what I want to be. He said, what's that? And I said, a photographer. And
Oh
he said,
wow.
why? I said, because I can freeze time. And I showed him a picture that I took from the camera that they bought me. And I pursued becoming a photographer, and that's me today.
Oh wow. That's very inspiring. Very
Yes.
inspiring. I I've seen some of your photos and
Mm-hmm.
they look good. I went to your
Yeah.
website also. For anyone who wants to visit the website, I think it's at Black Magic Corporations.
BlackMagicCorporations.com.
Oh wow, yeah, and it's a beautiful site, people. Y'all should check it out. We have about I want to say 20,000 viewers and listeners all together across the United States. But the your word is going to be put out all over the world because
Wow.
by you being of that descent, at first I thought you was African.
No, 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 Haitian.
Yeah, because I got friends that are in Nigeria and India, and they talk like you. You know what I'm saying? But
Yes.
you have two languages. How many languages do you speak?
I can actually speak patois. I can speak Jamaican as well.
Okay, see that, and I think that's what it is. The knowing of more than one language gives people that accent like that.
Yes.
Um, your kids are almost grown.
Yes.
Yeah, and are they into writing too?
Um, my son, he's a genius. Actually, he was classified a genius.
Oh wow.
Um, very, very smart kid. He's not really into writing. He wants to do more on the science side. He loves science. You
Okay.
know.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
need we need more of that. Definitely, definitely.
My
Um.
daughter, she sings. She loves to sing, and she sings really good. So she's into music.
Oh wow. Your cookbook is your latest book, but
Yes.
but
The latest.
people can always look up other books of yours. Blossom, Naked Goddess,
Mhm.
Queendom Cum,
Mhm.
Poetry, poetry, and then motivational quotes and sayings, and then you have Southern Girl Cooking is your newest book. What was the transition? Why did you transition from that?
Well, I'm just versatile. I can write about anything actually, and I've been cooking since I was 7, so it just came natural.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Okay.
just came natural. I just said, you know what, I'm going to put a line of cookbooks out, and after that, I'm going to put out a joke book, which is my next book. But I do have a set of Black history books that talk. I wanted to do it for my kids, but then other people started asking for them.
Mhm.
So the Black history book just tells you how Black people started out as royals. You know, the Moors. It talks about everything, and then it brings it up into the present time of this is the real Black America. You know, it talks about Black Wall Street.
Okay.
It talks about everything.
Okay. Now, me and you might bump heads on the Moors. I've studied a little history on the Moors too, and a lot of the Moors were actually slave traders.
Yes.
A lot of us African Americans came from the southern part of Africa. Even though a lot of us we have these Egyptian earrings and Egyptian
Mhm.
hieroglyph tattoos, we were never really a part of the northern part of Africa. Most of the slaves came out of the southern part of Africa. We were more of the Bushmen.
Exactly.
We,
Exactly.
right. And a lot of people don't know that the white slave traders were actually getting slaves from the Moors. The Moors
Mhm.
were very prominent with the English and actually helped the English start their navy to fight off pirates.
Mhm.
So that this it's a lot of history with that. And
Yes.
from where your parents is from, I think Haiti and the islands down there, a lot of the slaves first came through there to be broken before they were actually brought to America.
Yes, they were.
So you have you got a lot of history on your hands. You dealing with there. I can't wait.
Yes, I
I'm actually going to buy that book as soon as you put it out. I'm going to buy it.
I actually traced back my great 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 grandfather who got off on a ship in Carolina.
Mm, wow. I was thinking about doing something like that. Um,
You would be very surprised what you can find out about your history.
right, right. I was sure thinking about it because we was planning on a large Gentry family reunion here pretty soon. Uh,
Mhm.
what is your main job like as far as how do you get money besides your books?
The other than my books will be my photography and actually doing designs for people, like web designs or graphic design.
Okay.
But it's mostly photography. I do a lot of photo shoots.
Oh wow. Well, I know there's a big push for a lot of models here in Tennessee. We have I was working with a lady MG Mina G. She's over at MG Modeling Services, and
Mhm.
you know this show right here. I'm a media corporation, so even though it's a startup media corporation, I've been in business almost a year, and
Mhm.
I've had the opportunity to meet a lot of people, and it's a big. The modeling industry is a big deal.
Yes, it is.
It's a very
It
big
really is.
deal. Do you model yourself?
No, I do not model. Everyone asks me that. I do not model. I am 5'10", but I never wanted to be a model. Sorry.
Oh wow, because I mean you got it, but you already know the ins and out of it, so you really don't have to walk the runway to make money from the modeling.
Exactly.
What about the clothing? Do you have any clothing line set up?
I have my clothing for Black Magic has their very own clothing where we do shoes, shirts, and things like that as well. That will actually be a link on the site for that, so people can order the shoes or the shirts, things like that.
Okay, okay. I'm going to get into the first commercial break, and when we get back, we're going to bring it up from your past to what's going on in the present with you, and as far as the moves that you're making to get yourself out there more as far as your business wise.
Sounds good.
The business, motherfucker.
The Daily Read.
Money Making Biz presents Damn Fool.
Damn fool.
Starring in North Carolina. Sweet Jesus, you've been everywhere. How many aliases you got? Anyway, co-starring anyone he can get before a camera.
The business, motherfucker.
The Daily Read.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with the Daily Read, and this is a special edition, people, a special edition called Hidden Gems of America, where we go out and we find people out in the communities, in our black communities especially, that's making powerful moves out here, that's uplifting us, giving us something as role models to look up to. And today's guest is Cassandra Valentine. She's a mother, she's an author, and she's a businesswoman. And hi, we're back, Cassandra. So I want to bring things up to the present.
Okay.
Okay, I want to bring things up to the present. What kind of moves are you making, and how is the coronavirus affecting that?
Well, right now I have my erotic CD out. I actually do erotic poetry, so I have the erotic CD out.
Mm-hmm.
The erotic CD is selling very well.
Okay.
And it's strange because I get stopped by the police about a few days ago, and I guess by me talking to him, he said I sound familiar. He actually bought a CD. And and then another cop comes and he buys the CD. So the CD is like really selling like hotcakes. It's selling crazy.
Oh yeah.
So, but the coronavirus hasn't disrupted anything that I have going on right now. Nothing at all.
Okay. Cause see, there's 3 industries that I know of that's doing very well. That's the gaming, book and ebook sales, and then you have the these television what is it called? Where you sign up to get movies. It's on the tip of my tongue. But these 3 industries right here, the movie industry, as far as like downloading and paying for broadcasting, book sales, and gaming, is blowing off the charts. I was even thinking about doing stocks in them. Do you participate in any stocks?
Not anymore. I was talking to a guy who we were going to get together, and I wanted to start doing stocks. But he was saying that the market right now is a good thing. Right now you can get into it. So I'm got to get back with him because I do want to get in. Yeah. Right now, while it's kind of still at the lowest end right now, and you can get in, and by the time it reaches back to the maximum, you're set. So I'm going to be talking to him about that a little bit more to try to see what we're going to do. I kind of want to put my stocks into the airline. Yeah.
Definitely, because the airlines is never going to stop.
Exactly.
Because our world is so connected now through the airlines that if you can get into the airlines at $12 a share, it'll jump back up to $80 a share eventually. So that's a very good move. As far as your cooking, I'm a rice guy. Okay, now I've been trying to perfect my rice. I've did the oil. I put oil in it. I hate sticky rice. I'm finna test your cookie skill chops.
Oh my God! Okay.
I'm gonna test your cookie skill. See, I'm trying to make the perfect rice because I know how I like it. But I've seen the Chinese do it with the wok. I don't own a wok. So how can you make rice where it's not sticky, where you can literally pick it up with a fork and it'll fall apart? It's not clumped. I can't stand clumped rice.
Well, for you, I would suggest a rice cooker.
Okay. Okay.
because trust me, when you're doing it, and you're gonna have to do it a couple of times to get it right, just the way you want it, because a lot of people don't wash their rice. I wash my rice.
Okay.
And, I wash it a couple of times because once you pour the water in, the water's very cloudy. The rice is not clean. You have to wash it.
Okay.
So I wash the rice. I don't use oil. I use butter.
Oh, that's different.
Yes, I use butter. I don't use oil for my water and for my rice. Nothing at all like that. And once it gets to the nice bubbly thing that I want, I turn the water down. I put the rice in. I stir it a couple of times, and I make sure it's on low, and then I cover the pot. And you only want your water over your rice to come up across the rice. You don't want so much water.
Okay.
You want it to go across the rice, just a little bit across the rice. But yes, you can get perfect rice, but you would have to set up with the rice cooker, so then you can practice.
I mean, I got one downstairs now. Believe me, I already. Cause see, that's what I was wanting to cook it on the stove though, and I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try your way, like rinse it several times, because I think maybe that's another reason why it sticks, cause of that starch.
Yeah, and use butter. Don't use oil. Use butter.
Okay, but see, I've been using that. I've been trying to do the healthy thing. I've been using that olive oil and stuff like that.
Olive oil is good. Olive oil is very good, but you can use no salt butter and still get the same effect.
Okay, what about oxtail?
Oh my God!
I lived in Miami for a year, and I fell in love with it. People in Tennessee don't eat it like that. They eat neck bones.
Okay.
And when I go to the store and buy oxtail, my family and friends come by here. They like, man, what is you cooking? That's good. But I learned a recipe from a Hispanic girl. She was Puerto Rican, and she used to take a jar of jalapenos and pour it in there and let it boil down with the meat, and it gave it with her seasoning, and it gave it a different taste. So what? This is gonna be my last recipe. This is gonna be my last recipe. Then we get back to the subject. Okay. So give me a good thing for the oxtail.
Well, you definitely want to use, if you like spicy, use the scalapio mama, or use anything Cajun. I only use Cajun seasonings when I cook.
Okay.
So I have to have like my pepper flakes and everything. I always, when I pour my water in, I'm kind of different. I pour my water and I actually put a little bit of vinegar in to steam it out.
Okay.
And then I pour out the water, I put the water back in, and then I let it go ahead and I let it cook down. But it cooks down with a lot of seasoning. I do a lot of seasoning in my oxtail.
Okay. Now I've never did the vinegar. I'm gonna try that. I've never did the vinegar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
Some people don't like the taste of certain meat. So what you have to do if you want to knock the flavor, like anything gamey, like for some people who says, "Oh, meat tastes so gamey," you want to use a little vinegar.
Okay. Now I have heard about deer meat using vinegar on deer meat.
Oh yeah, it takes away that smell of the meat. And some people, it helps them out. But with the oxtail, I do that, and then I let it cook until it gets so tender. But the seasonings are in there so good that by the time it cooks down, I do my little thing to it. So I sprinkle some stuff in it. I can't really say, but I sprinkle my little mixtures in it, and then I put it into like a gravy.
You know what you're doing with this cooking, and I guarantee your cookbooks is excellent. I'm gonna check it out.
I have my own sauce. I call it Mojo. You can put it on rice. You can put it on anything, and it's called Mojo.
And you can get it off Black Magic Corporation.
Oh no, that's not for sale yet. That's what we're working on right now. Is getting my Mojo sauce out.
Okay.
The Mojo sauce is amazing.
When you get it up and running, make sure you email me or call and let me know that you got it and is ready to sell. You're gonna ship it to me. I cash app you whatever you need. I got you.
And I actually got something coming up next year. It's called Cooking with Cassandra. So I'll actually come to your house and cook with you. Yes, I'm going to be doing my very own cooking show, and I'll be going out to people's houses and cooking with them and showing them the right way to, if they've been doing it wrong, I kind of like show them a little bit of the right way
Okay.
of how to do things. Yeah.
Now, speaking of the cooking show, you have a YouTube channel, and
Yes.
and I'm into marketing as part of my media company, and I do a lot of marketing in Europe. See, a lot of people we Americans try to we think the only markets are here in America, but believe it or not, there's a big market in Europe and Northern Africa and Southern Africa too.
Yes.
For American ideals, American cooking, American anything, clothing, and I got a lot of marketers here also, but the main business I have is in Europe, France, and England, and Northern Africa. So I was looking at your YouTube channel. That could be a good platform for you too. But you would have to separate it. You would have to separate it from your erotica and start you another YouTube channel just for your cooking.
Oh yes, the cooking will go underneath the Black Magic Corporation page. The erotic is only erotic.
Okay, man. That and you know what? This is now we finna get to some meat potatoes, people. Okay, what started you down that path? Because let me explain what I mean. I love tall women. I'm talking about 5'11", 6 foot, 6'2", 6'3", and the reason why is because when I was younger, I dated a girl who was like 6'2", 6'3", and after the sex part, we laid up and she wrapped her legs around me and we went to sleep, and I just ever since I was hooked, you know what I'm saying? So what made you start down the path of erotica? Was it an experience, or what's going on? We want to get the dirt. We want to get the tea.
Okay, well, let me just get this out. I'm a PK. Okay, I'm a preacher's kid. Okay.
Okay.
And everyone always says preacher's kids, they're so bad, or and some people will say, oh no, preacher's kids, they're the good ones. Let me tell you guys something. Preacher's kids. We are really bad. I'm just going to tell you, we are really bad. And sometimes, and you have to be bad sometimes, but it's only because you have to live a certain standard because of your parents. Mm-hmm. You in their eyes, you have to look good in their eyesight. So, but I started doing, my little erotica stuff. It's always been a part of me. I'm not going to say it's never. It's always been a part of me. Mm-hmm. But I was like writing this stuff at an early age. And was it because of a sexual experience? Yes, it was. And I just never stopped writing it. And so I said, that's a side of me. That's everybody has their different sides. Everyone wants to say, no, you don't. Yes, you do.
Right.
Because you're not the same person when you go to work that you are at home. You're not the same person when you get angry versus when you're happy. And it goes for the same thing. You're not the same person when it's time to go into the bedroom.
That's true. We get some good juicy stuff out of Cassandra Valentine, people, and she will be back. What's your favorite toy?
Oh, well, see, I have a black box.
Oh.
Yeah, I have a black box. Oh my God, I think every woman should have a black box because it's a way to spice up your relationship.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. But my favorite toy, I have a whip.
Ah. So you into dominatrix?
It's very much so.
Okay. The leather and all.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And your favorite position? Do you like to be dominated or do you like to dominate?
Oh no, I can't be dominated. I run the bedroom. It doesn't work like that.
Oh, okay. So what is your favorite position?
My favorite position, well, I love doggy, but I also love 69.
Okay.
And I mean, everybody has a fetish, and for some reason, I'm sorry, but oral is my fetish. So there you have it.
Okay. Now, do you have a certain fruit or sweet that gets you in the mood?
It used to be strawberries. Now it's more like mangoes and kiwis.
Mm. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all hear this now. So this is for all you men out there who you might want to try different things out for your lady. Just
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely. And you definitely want you guys really. A woman doesn't mind the loops, but you guys need to invest in some flavorful loops.
Okay. Okay.
That's a
Now,
good one.
now, is it hard for you to date? And the reason why I ask that is
No.
because a lot of single women who are our age and men too.
Yes.
It's because like how can I put it? Okay, I put it to you like this. Like I can be around a woman with a nice shape, beautiful looks, and I'm older, so when we older men, it don't we have to be interested in you. We just don't get hard when the wind blow for anything we see.
Mhm.
It's the opposite for younger men. They'll get hard for anything. And
Mhm.
so what it when you are you dating, or do you still consider yourself dating, or are you one of those women who, man, the only man I need is Jesus?
Oh, oh, wait a minute. Now we might all need Jesus, but look, Jesus can't come in that bedroom. I'm sorry, but
Right. Right.
I mean, ain't no immaculate conception going on in there. I mean, you need a real deal. Um,
Right. My mother, I was messing me and my aunt was messing with my mother one day about that. We like, oh, mom, you need to find you a man or something. Oh man, I need is Jesus.
oh no. Oh God, no, I date. But right, like in the middle of writing everything that I'm doing, it's hard for me to like focus on dating. I want to like get my books finished, all of my books that I'm working on, and I'm also working on a movie script. So once I'm done doing everything, then I will go back to the dating, because right now dating will kind of like throw me off because the guys don't usually understand. They feel like, oh, you're neglecting me, and it's like, I'm not neglecting you. I have to work,
Hmm.
you know. So,
Well, well,
I
well.
just
I mean, I'm trying to think. Why haven't you experimented with the guy you dating to write your books?
oh well, let's see, let's see. The books that are out, the erotic books, anything that I do erotic, I try to tell everyone, I don't write fiction.
Right.
I don't believe in writing fiction. Everything I write is fact.
Okay.
So, I'm actually telling you my life, my sex stories in my poetry.
Okay. Okay.
So, I think one guy that I dated a long time ago, he became a whole entire book.
Mm.
So, I use my sexual experiences, and yeah, I write them.
I got one more commercial break, and when we get back, we'll wrap it up on the end of this, and I'll let you get a good plug in and tell the people where they can find your books, uh, uh, your website and things of that nature. I'm gonna also have it posted, people, at the end of this program. You can see it live on YouTube, or if it's on iHeartRadio, you can see it in the description. We'll be back, people.
The business, motherfucker.
The Daily Read.
The business, motherfucker.
The Daily Read.
All right, people, we're back with the Daily Read, and I am your host, Marcus Gentry. This is Hidden Gems of America, and today we have Cassandra Valentine. She's a mother, a businesswoman, and an author. And Cassandra,
Yes.
this has been a joy to talk to you. I always love to do my Hidden Gem of America because I get to interview real life people who are making positive and strong moves. And I just had to do a show Friday because
Okay.
it's a pattern going on with some of our weaker minded black women out here who are falling
Mm-hmm.
victim to white supremacy to the point where they're choosing the dollars over
Mm-hmm.
their people or what's right. And I don't know if you caught that show or if you looked at a little bit of it, but there was two women in particular I was talking about. One of them's name is Beatty, uh, Evelyn Beatty, and the other woman name is Jasmine. I can't think of the last name right now, but these are the twoest new women that the Republicans and the white supremacists have brought out to talk bad about Black America. They done
Wow.
got rid of Silk and Diamond. Fox News fired them after they done used them up. They got rid of Omarosa. They got rid of
Wow.
Katrina Pearson. They done silenced Candace Owens because it came out that when she was 14, she had got harassed by white kids at her high school, and she used the NAACP to win a $35,000 lawsuit. So basically, she needed the black people's help. But as she
Mm-hmm.
got older, I guess she went down that path of taking the money and working with white supremacy to talk bad about black people. So I want to get your take on that. What's going on with this?
First of all, and I hate to be the one to say it, but black women and even some of our black men, you guys have to stop being bought. Learn how to not be a a product. Don't
Mm,
let people use you. I mean, once you settle in and you go along with what they want, you like their item. They bought you.
right.
You have to know your self worth. You have to know your self worth. I mean, number one, know your worth. I don't care how bad someone treats me who is black. I will never ever put down my black people to help uprise a white supremacist.
Right.
Because you have to understand, they were killing our people.
Right. And
But
raping
now
our
you're
women.
like, yeah, raping the women, they raped the men, they did everything to
Mm-hmm.
our people. You don't go and stand side by side and say, hey, let me uplift you when you have someone in your community that needs uplifting and you won't even uplift them and they're black.
Right.
You have to learn to lift each other up and stop bringing each other down by talking about black people because we can have much more. We can have a Black Wall Street if
Mm-hmm.
black people came back together.
That's right.
You have to fight for each other. Nobody's going to fight for black people but black people.
That's right.
Everybody else is fighting for themselves. The white people, they got their own thing. They're fighting for themselves. Do you think they care if they don't get your vote?
Mm.
They're going to use you. They want you to say everything possible, and at the end of the day, they're going to toss you away like a piece of trash.
That's right. That's right. And then they always come running back. I showed a brief clip of Omarosa before they kicked her out the White House. They basically said they drug her out of there. They had the security come get her. But the clip that I showed before was her. She literally looked like she was in an erotic video. The way she was talking about Donald Trump. Everybody's gonna have to bow down to Donald Trump. I was like, oh my God, what is this?
No,
And
no.
then
I mean, black women have just got to stop. Number one, you're more than a ticket. You're more than a ticket. You
mhm,
have to understand you're a lot more than a ticket. And no one's going to take you serious unless you take yourself serious. And no white man walking this earth that I want. I'm sorry.
mm,
I love black men. That's my preference.
I love it. I love it. And
You know.
this whole political season has been so. I'm upset it happened these last 4 years, but I'm glad it did because a
Mm,
lot of people have been exposed There are 37% of the American voter population that voted for this guy. That means blacks and whites that you work with every day are
You begin to see who they really are.
right.
They felt like, oh, Trump was this and that. They started to show their real color.
That's
Now
right.
you got a chance to see the real them.
That's right.
When they said, let's make America great again, they were showing you what they mean by make America great again, because they were using the N words and everything else.
That's right. That's right. It was bad, and I was upset at Candace Owens because in one of her interviews she said that Barack Obama, everything was fine before he became president, and I'm thinking to myself, what in the world is she talking about?
Well, you have to understand she's lost, and you have people with common sense and you have people with sense. A lot of people don't use their common sense, and she's one of them. So she's like lost.
Oh wow, yeah.
Because I guarantee you, and I will tell her to her face, I guarantee you, if you get into an argument with your husband, who's the white man, and he says that N word, what are you going to say? Because he's thinking it in his head. If he says it, that's who he really is.
That's right. That's right. I really enjoyed this conversation we had with you, and I'm gonna get off and mix everything down, and I'm gonna send you a copy also. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yes, I'm gonna definitely send you a copy, and I want you to know that you have a place here anytime. Anytime something happened that you want to get your voice heard, and I tell any of my people that I interview on Hidden Gems of America that is my the show number. My show is on Sundays from 12 to 1. I usually post the topic that I'm talking about a day before on Facebook. And since we are Facebook friends, you will get to see what the topic is, and you can always call in the show and give your opinion about it. And anytime that you have any new material that you want to put out, you're more than welcome. So give the people a plug on where they can find you, your material. Don't give too much information now. I don't want nobody stalking you. I want nobody stalking you.
I don't want that anymore. Trust me, I don't want that anymore.
Right.
I have been through that.
Right. I don't want nobody stalking you, but get the people, get the listeners, your fans, and the listeners your information where they can get your books and things of that nature.
Okay, guys, you can find me at queenblackmagic.com. That is my website. That is QueenBlackMagic.com. Also on Facebook at queenblackmagic.com. And for the business site, it would be blackmagiccorporations.com, and also on Facebook.
All right, people. Y'all heard it from the queen herself. And stay tuned, people, for the end of this show, because we still have the sports call with Brother Porter. I'm going to be tacking that on to the end because he has some exciting news about what's going on in the sports world. Thank you, people, and we out.
The business, motherfucker.
The Daily Read.
Bring in the business.